Hey, Paul, I think so. I think we're definitely going to see some pretty good rain tonight. Hey, Terry, good evening. We'll get started here shortly. Good evening, Hanak. There he is. Yes, you'll get some rain in Cotulla. I see a few little light showers on either side of you right now. Thank you, Terry. Well, good evening from the KENS 5 Digital Center. Bill Taylor here on this Tuesday night. Blessings to you, blessings to yours. Hope everything's going great. We've got a day that, started out pretty wet. Mid-morning, this forecast right on track with mid-morning heavy rain. Thunderstorms ignited and then moved out. We didn't see much after that except for a little bit of light rain here or there, a little bit of drizzle here and there. But now we're expecting this system to generate another good wave of showers and even thunderstorms in the late night, even into the overnight hours. Now, lately we've only seen a few of these showers. Oh, hit the wrong button. There we go. Mainly to the east over the last few hours. But notice what's now beginning to develop out to the west. And these showers will start to move in, and then we'll start seeing some more storms develop as we get a little more energy from this upper level shortwave. Oh, come on, Lorenzo. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Another sync issue on the audio. Interesting. That's 2 nights in a row. Maybe we'll have to look at that. So just a sync issue. I think the audio, if you take a look, see how if it's off, just a skip, I think. Sun's going on a field trip tomorrow. Weather at Phil Hardberger, beautiful. It'll be cloudy in the morning, but the sun's going to be out by midday. Highs near 80. Beautiful day tomorrow, wedged. I mean, you talk about a great field trip day and choice. And the same happened here, where we were planning for a KENS 5 rodeo day, for me to be live at the rodeo 4, 5, 6 p.m. Well, we just got so lucky with Wednesday being the best day because it's sandwiched in between today, which was kind of, dreary. And Thursday is going to be cold. Thursday is going to be really chilly. It is a roller coaster, Drew. February in San Antonio. Hey, Nathaniel, good to see you. Right? We'll do that, Lise. I think that's the catch. All right, so like I said, we're watching some showers develop out to the west right now. Saw some pretty decent rain early this morning, upwards of about an inch near Hill Country Village. That was one of the best totals I saw. But most everyone got about half an inch of rain in this morning's rain, and you can watch it. It was really focused on Bexar County. Watch those thunderstorms right there between 9 and 11 a.m., and then a few scattered areas of lighter rain. But again, this short wave, which is of all our systems, like we talk about a trough of low pressure, elongated area of low pressure. We talk about an upper level low where you can always see it on water vapor, big counterclockwise spin, big systems. This is like the infant of those. This is the smallest. It's a kink in the jet stream. It can have some good energy and produce some pretty good storms, and that's what we're expecting tonight. We might see a strong thunderstorm or two, but it's not expected. It's just one of those possible, not probable scenarios, okay? So what's great about being here, unlike a newscast, is I can show you a few different model forecasts and see exactly which one is giving us the best forecast. Which one's initializing best is what we want to look for. In other words, which one is showing the current situation closest to reality. So this is which one is this? Let's see. The HRRR, what we call the HRRR. And so we'll look at now live radar. It's depicting showers east and a few developing on the border there, Del Rio to Eagle Pass. So now let's take a look at what radar looks like right now. Not bad. Some showers down to the west and a couple of isolated that's missing just near San Antonio, okay? So now we'll go forward and see what the HRRR thinks. So there's the thunderstorms blossoming at about 10 p.m., blooming and then really firing up on top of us at about 11 and doing what we call pulsing. This is a very typical behavior of thunderstorms where they power up, calm down, power up, and that could be what's happening along this line through the evening. You can see the last of it as far as rain about 2 or 3 in the morning. Oh, okay, a couple residual downpours through to about the 5 a.m. hour. Then a cloudy start turns sunny and a mild afternoon. Okay, so that's remember where we saw it. Pretty good thunderstorms right on top of us, the worst being at about midnight, 11 to midnight on top of the city. Now we'll switch to the IBM model. Could be small hail, Drew. I'm thinking more along the lines of some winds. Doing great, Gina. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Diane, good to see you. Andrew, good evening. What time should we be expecting the rain? That's what we're doing now. I'm up at 3. You should be fine. You should be fine. I think everything's east of you. 3 a.m. from Jourdanton into the city should be fine. Thanks for asking. Charlotte Trojans, huge win over Lee, 67-48 your final. Way to go, Jaden. And the Charlotte Trojans, very nice. We do, Drew. It does continue, that being extreme drought. Oh, Angie, I'm so sorry. So molds have gone up, but we've got mountain cedar. And then the other day, ash and elm showed up in the air. I think that was Saturday. But that was just one day of that stuff. Hey, Eric, doing great. You know, it's like I said, it's possible, not probable. We can't say a 0% chance. I would go about 5 to 10% chance that we see a severe storm. Always enjoy your Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. Super Bowl was so bad. Drew, it was. That was a bad game. I mean, great game for the Eagles. That's when you know a bad, but that's how dominating they were. They played so good. I mean, Patrick Mahomes had nowhere to throw to. I mean, it was just unbelievable. All right, so now to the IBM, which, as you see, is not initializing well. This is not the current picture, as we looked at a moment ago. This current picture is very different than what this model's thinking it should look like. So this is not off to a good start. So as we move forward, yeah, this IBM's not doing a good job at all. So it's got the storms east. Yeah, I wouldn't trust this model, okay? Now, the other one I'd like to try is the NAM. Pretty good job here. Some of the showers east, some of the showers west. In fact, of the 3, that's initializing best. So moving forward, the showers fill in, but we only see a few. Oh, that's okay. Look at that. Not as bad. Some isolated storms, but not as widespread. Timing about the same. So I'm going with this model as far as what I'll show at 10 o'clock and what I have the most confidence in personally. And it's because of how well it is initializing. It's initializing the best. It's showing some of the showers east, some along the border, and the timing is lining right up with the HRRR, which is another good sign on when we get the heaviest rain. I'm very confident that we see this between, I'll give it, 9:30, 10 o'clock through about 2, okay? And it doesn't look like it's going to be severe, okay? If we're going to really say, like, is it or is it not? Elrod! I was just talking about Elrod to the great Dr. Folks. Dr. Folks was superintendent of the Northside School District before Brian Woods took over as superintendent. And boy, I'll tell you, it was so cool to talk about Elrod. That's where I first brought my little girls to their first public school in Northside years ago. I started Tuesday with Taylor at Elrod, the Elrod Eagles. Always an Eagle. Good to see you, Tammy. Right? Good stuff. Hey, Gabrielle, love you too. Hoping, yeah, I was really glad. I said it when before the game even started. I said, I will not fail to miss the halftime show, and I did just that because I was blessed enough to be invited to 2 different get-togethers. My one buddy said, "Hey, come on over to watch the game." I said, "Okay." My wife is director of the Miss Helotes Scholarship Pageant, and they do workshops on Sunday afternoons, even the Super Bowl Sunday, because they've only got about, well, so many Sundays. I mean, now, I don't know, a little more than a handful before the pageant in April. And so, what is it, 5, 6, I don't know, but that's where these girls really grow. These are, all high school aged, mostly sophomores, juniors. Juniors the oldest you can be to run for Miss Helotes. It's a scholarship pageant, so they're doing interview skills, essay writing skills. They're working with them on all these different, then walking and your color palette to see what colors accent you best. All those kind of things leading up to the pageant in April. And so they really do need Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, it's like and so she was there. So I went to one buddy's house, and then my daughter's boyfriend's family, who I already knew from our church, said, hey, come on over. So I used halftime to drive. And so I didn't see any of it. Spurs are playing awesome. They are, man. This acquisition of De'Aaron Fox was so great without giving up anything. I mean, practically, we didn't lose anything, right? What's up, Jason? Luling ought to get some good rain. He really is. 2000, 2001, what's that? What happened, Lise? I didn't see. I missed that. '80s, Trey, we're going to have '80s tomorrow. I mean, not widespread. It's going to be possible in San Antonio. I'm going with 80 for the high tomorrow, though. Oh, you got it, Wilfredo. It's my pleasure. You too, Lynette. Good to see you. Hey, David, I saw a homeless man in Alamo Heights today with a sign that read, "We'll work for Grey Poupon." That's pretty good. Right, Drew? It's going to take a lot. I'll tell you. It won't be this system, and a dry La Nina, or a La Nina means a dry winter, so I don't expect it soon. Maybe some good spring rains will get us there. All right, so you saw the timing on the overnight storms. We can do that once again for those of you just joining us. Here's what we expect. Some heavy rain starts to move in by 10, 11 p.m. Isolated storms through about midnight, and then east of us by 2 a.m. We are not expecting severe, but I can't rule it out. I'm going to go with a 10% chance of seeing a little small hail and maybe some damaging winds. It's not a great threat. We don't have a watch or anything like that, but it does appear to be possible, not probable. All right, 14-day forecast. I'm going with 80 tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny afternoon for the rodeo. If you can make it out, I'll be live at 4, 5, 6 p.m. right here on KENS 5. And then at 10 p.m., well, it'll happen before 10, Sarah Fragani and I have the pleasure of introducing tomorrow night's performer, Jon Pardi. Jon Pardi's taking the stage after the rodeo performance, and Sarah and myself will be introducing Mr. Pardi. That is Mr. Pardi. I got to find out where he's from for the intro. George, I wouldn't, tomorrow afternoon I would. It's going to be dry for a while. I mean, we might see an isolated shower Thursday. It's possible with the cloud cover, but 52 is a long shot. I don't know if we're going to hit 60 on Friday, but we're going to go for it. Let's take a look at what else, what New Braunfels is saying. All right, New Braunfels on Thursday. Friday, 58. Yeah. So I think we warm up nicely. 77 Saturday. And they're going with 77 Saturday. So some cold mornings. I mean, if you're in the hill country, Thursday and Friday morning will be a light freeze, okay? Because here in the city, we'll stop in the upper 30s to about 40. But boy, Thursday just stays cold. I mean, we manage maybe 52, but if there's enough cloud cover, we might stop at 49. And then Friday, hopefully a little bit of sun gets us to 60 for Valentine's Day. Mary is sick of this weather. She's yelling at us. It's in all caps. We need the rain for the farmers. Sue, we need the rain badly. For the aquifer, too. We should be in stage 4. But thankfully, SAWS has alternate water sources, either way, but they've got other water sources, and we've been able to avoid going to stage 4. Sprinkler is hurting, begging for some relief, wants to go on vacation. Oh, Jason, my pleasure. Thank you, brother. Guys, that's going to wrap it up on this Tuesday night. I hope you have a wonderful evening. When, oh, when will Kerr get measurable rain? It might happen tonight. I think you'll get about a quarter of an inch if you get one of those storms tonight. So, again, between about 11 and 1 a.m., guys. That's the window. And then it'll be gone, and we won't see rain for a while. Measurable, anyway. Maybe a little bit of drizzle, like I say, Thursday, Friday. But not a big chance. Love you guys. God bless you. And we will see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.